else. I don't know. Here we are, though, everybody. This is going to be very cool. We're in game number 2 of this impromptu show match. We have Rev.Kizu, the red player in the top left, going up against VP.Slush, who played a pretty textbook game in the last game to take the victory over Kizu. It was a very simple, straightforward plan. He basically did the gas steal, forced a 4-gate, had a build that could then defend that 4-gate, and once he defended, he got up Colossi, did a simple 2 Colossus push, and won. Very, very simple play. Kizu, on the other hand, had he lost, so it's kind of obvious he didn't exactly have the optimal game plan. But his build order was definitely thrown off by the gas steal. It forced him to go for a 4-gate that was really not his first choice. The 4-gate kind of failed because of the frontal. Well, SimCity of Slush was perfect, really. It had the pylons and the gateways completely walling it off. Kizu tried to get around that by having sneaky pylons. He tried to bring in the War Prism and go for the 4-gate with the War Prism play to go ahead and take the win, and it just wasn't enough. He was pretty good about it, but Slush, still being on one base, not overextending to a second base, was really, really key to be able to take almost no damage. Plus, Slush then went ahead and pushed way before Kizu could actually recover from the economic setback of that failed 4-gate. Kizu, by the end of the game, was actually ahead in probes, but so far behind in his economy just because of the fact that he was forced to go for a 4-gate, which only has 20 probes. Slush was sitting at 26. I'm trying to remember all these numbers and screw with my head, but I think Slush was sitting at 26 for a good portion of the time that he was defending the 4-gate, which is an additional 6 probes compared to Kizu, and that is massive, massive, massive in terms of what is good and what is not. Okay, so with this map that we're seeing, Shakuras Plateau, obviously no one's doing the gateway proxies in the middle left and middle right, so we could be seeing more of Slush's macro play when he goes for that really, really solid army composition of the of the Mass Colossus and the Mothership and everything. We can see Slush has gotten his own gas, and so did Kizu. So these players are not gas stealing each other. The probe for Kizu is obviously there in Slush's base. Same thing is true over here. We can see Kizu is got his nice vision, but I don't see where's Slush's probe? Does he pull that back? Oh, he did pull that back. So he pulled back. He went and saw a second gas and immediately retreated. Actually, now might be a good time for Kizu to 4-gate if he wants to be sneaky. He could easily 4-gate after showing the second gas and the mining from it, and throw Slush off guard. Slush then doesn't prepare for 4-gate, and then the 4-gate would win. Alright, so now here we have the next gate going down. So Slush is doing more of a stalker rush type of play. You can see how neither player have gotten their zealots out first. No other major tech buildings. There we go. Twilight Council. Fast Twilight Council from Kizu could either be some tricky DT play or more likely Blink Stalkers. Charged Archon is definitely a likelihood as well, but most likely we will be seeing Blink. That's one of the more standard builds for PvP, and Kizu could be aggressive against this. This can be a good map for that too. You've got a lot of area to blink in this side of the main base from Slush, and if Slush also gets down this natural expansion, you can then pop up around here, harass, pull back over here, and dance back and forth, and just being wary of this ramp. Good observer placement will be key if he's going to go that route. There we have Twilight Council going down. There's actually a lot of expansion from Slush. He's going for a 3-gate expansion. 5.5 minute Nexus is very, very quick, but the Stalkers, the Stalkers aren't being aggressive. They're not going to actually push forward and see the scout. If Slush can deny the scouting of this Nexus, that will be huge. Kizu is pulling back. If he doesn't see that, he may actually be going for a Nexus of his own, though, or try and be aggressive. There's no Robo from him on the field. He's just getting Blink, and he's doing that with only 5 guys on gas. I was hoping that was part of his build in the beginning to get out a few more minerals and everything, but it seems like he really is supposed to be having those guys. He is pretty low on probes though, so that may actually help him with this ratio of what he gets to mine. But there's that proxy pylon pushing forward, and Slush may be able to get enough out to defend against this. He's getting out his Robo. He's got 3 warp gates of his own. The question is, will this 400 minerals and this 500 minerals be enough to give Kizu an army advantage? We can see that the pylon's been thrown down. Slush is doing it. Oh, he's scouting the wrong direction. Oh, that's unfortunate, but still, Kizu's pressing forward. He's got this forward pylon. Blink is about to complete. Just needs a few more seconds. And now we see Slush seeing this pylon. Kizu's going to pull back. He might be able to flank this Stalker. It's out of the line of sight. We're not going to be able to see anything. There we have Kizu pushing forward, and now his Stalker's going to get that kill pretty easy. And that's not good. Any unit loss right now is bad, because we're going to see a very strong Kizu push come in a second. We have this next gateway, and only one guy. He did the less people on the assembler on purpose, it seems. Now we see him pushing forward. There's a lot of sentries. He needs to blink back that hurt Stalker. There he does. He still has vision on the high ground. He's going to blink forward, and this actually may be it. There's a lot of units coming in. We're seeing probes coming in. This Immoral, though, is almost done. Kizu's got to be careful he doesn't lose, but there's GG.